Hello, this is Dr. Kyra O'Quinn. Thank you for joining me for this infinity meditation, which is from Chapter 6 of my book, The Currency Cure, a plorkbook to empower you about money and create financial peace of mind. Now, most of us are familiar with the infinity symbol. It's that 8 on its side. That is a beautiful geometry that represents a never-ending flowing cycle of even balanced energy. That energy flows from the center, clockwise through that loop, back through the center, counterclockwise through the other loop, never ending. The point of this meditation is to remind you that we are surrounded in our lives by beautiful, mutually beneficial infinity cycles. One example of that is breathing. You breathe in air, it cycles through your respiratory system where you utilize the oxygen that you need from it. Then you exhale carbon dioxide out in the environment where what you've exhaled is used by trees and plants who in turn create the oxygen you inhale. What a beautiful, mutually beneficial infinity cycle. Another example of this infinity cycle in nature is rain, the water cycle. Precipitation flows down from the clouds to the surface of the earth where it's used by all life. Then that water evaporates, it flows back up into the atmosphere as condensation and becomes the clouds. Thus the water cycle continues infinitely. But an important point that we really need to accept and remember is that even man-made cycles such as the currency cycle, how currency flows through the economy, is no different from these other infinity cycles of nature. Currency flows out into the economy. So you spend your currency, it flows out into the economy as you purchase food, goods, your housing, the experiences you want and you need. That currency is received and used by many others. Currency then flows back to you through income, gifts, loans, investments, etc. And the infinity cycle starts over again, never ending, a mutually beneficial cycle for all parties involved. It's quite important to appreciate these infinity cycles and to embed within your subconscious and conscious mind the infinity cycle of currency so that you naturally expect that your currency that flows out will flow back to you in this naturally occurring balanced cycle. So prepare now for the infinity meditation. This is the longer version. It will be about 20 minutes. I will also be making a shorter version, which will be on my YouTube channel, and I will do my best to have it on my websites at drkyra.com and plorkbooks.com. But now get yourself into a comfortable place, either sitting or lying down, and adjust the volume so that you can hear me very clearly without any effort. And let's just start by breathing. Breathe in however is most comfortable for you. Breathing in and exhaling gently. Breathing in again. And just letting that naturally exhale. Now what we're going to do is breathing in and exhaling to the count of 3. I will do the counting for you. This also is a nice, balanced infinity cycle. So breathing in, inhaling to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold that for 1, 2, 3. Now exhale. 1, 2, 3, and pause for 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold it for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 1, 2, 3. And pause for 1, 2, 3. And one more time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold it for 1, 2, 3. And exhale for 1, 2, and 3. And notice how your body is starting to feel much more calm and relaxed. Your muscles are letting go, and allow yourself to be completely supported by wherever it is you're sitting or lying, whether it's a couch or chair or your bed or the ground. You don't have to exert any effort to be there. Just allow yourself to be fully supported. Now we're going to go on a fun journey. Imagine or see that you are in a beautiful place in nature. Now this can be any place you would like to go, as long as there are some plants and trees there. It could be a place you've actually been before, or if you're outdoors where you are right now, it could be a place you've always wanted to go, or a combination thereof, or it doesn't even need to be logical. It can be any kind of landscape that you want it to be, as long as there's some plants there. Perhaps trees or plants or flowers. And just settle on a landscape that feels really good to you. It doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to feel good to you right here in this moment. So we're going to go through your various senses. Seeing, feeling, hearing. If any of the senses are not as clear to you, don't worry about it. We're just going to go through them and just notice what you notice. So in your lovely landscape where you have landed, let's just take a look around and notice what you see. Look up in the sky. Look around you. Be sure to look behind you and look down as well. And just notice a detail or two about that landscape. Perhaps some of the colors you notice there, or some small things that you didn't notice maybe the first time you looked. And now turn your attention to what you hear in this beautiful place. Depending upon where you are, you may hear some birds, or it may be incredibly peaceful where you just hear the breeze. Just notice what you hear there in your landscape. Now turn your attention to something that you can feel. You may feel the warmth of the sun on your skin or a breeze, but also go ahead and feel some other things. Now that might be the bark of a tree, or you may pick up a stone. You may pick a flower. It's your landscape. You can do whatever you would like, feel whatever you would like. So have fun doing that for a moment. Now notice what it feels like energetically or spiritually in that place where you are. What does that energy of that nature feel like to you? It may feel very grounded, or perhaps peaceful, or maybe your landscape is very lively with bees buzzing about and butterflies and squirrels. Just notice how it feels and allow the benefits of that beautiful place in nature and the energy that's there to flow into your body. Now take in a very relaxed, deep breath and smell the fresh air there. It's going to be very easy to breathe. Very nice sense of nature. Perhaps you can smell the trees and the plants, or it just smells very fresh. Now this is a magical place. So keep that in mind as you inhale that very fresh air and then exhale. You can begin to actually see or sense the energy that is being traded back and forth between you and the plants. So as you exhale this carbon dioxide, you actually can kind of see it or sense it. Maybe it would be a certain color, or you would just see it as energy. Maybe it will look like the molecular structure of carbon dioxide. Hey, for you, maybe even there's a sound associated with it that you hear as you exhale. But then you also see and notice, can sense how the plants or the trees are just delighted to take in that carbon dioxide. And then you can see the oxygen that they release for you. And again, you may see it as energy, a color, a vibration. However it occurs to you is perfect. But just enjoy and appreciate that mutually beneficial cycle for a moment. Breathing in and exhaling. And just noticing, though it may be subtle, that you can actually perceive this cycle in the plants around you as well. And now a gentle rain shower starts, very slowly at first, just a sprinkle. And you can do whatever you would like in this rain shower that is coming. If you're feeling like splashing around and getting wet, then by all means have fun. But if you would prefer not to get wet, well, you have an umbrella, or perhaps a tree you're standing under has leaves that are so thick that no rain gets through, or perhaps you're sitting on a porch that's covered. Whatever occurs to you is perfect. And the rain now starts coming down a little bit more. So you can definitely hear it as the raindrops plop on the ground and other surfaces that are there. You take in a deep breath, and now the air smells a bit different, right? It's very fresh. It smells like rain. Just enjoy the sensations of this lovely rain shower for just a few more moments. Watching it, hearing it, breathing in the ions and the freshness. And this is a short little rain shower. And sure enough, the sun pops out from behind a cloud. And you are fully aware that it will only be a matter of a few hours this time of day that the ground will soak up this water. Plants and the trees will be so happy to soak it up. And the bright sunshine will start evaporating the puddles. So it'll all be gone by tomorrow. All flowing and evaporating back up into the sky, up to the clouds, and being absorbed by the ground. And now you're going to take a little walk, and we're going to go someplace where you can spend some currency. So perhaps in your beautiful place where you are, there is a place where you can buy a drink or a snack. That's very convenient right there. Or maybe there are some nearby shops, gift shops, where you would like to explore and buy something fun. Or maybe there's someone there that you see that you would simply like to give some currency. You don't have to walk far for this. It's nearby. You have plenty of currency to do what you want to do, purchase what you want to purchase, or give what you want to give in this moment. So I'll be quiet for a moment while you do that, but as you do, just be sure to notice the energy exchange. Just as we did breathing with the plants, noticing that energy exchange, just notice whether it's an exchange of appreciation. If you're using physical currency, perhaps you would just really feel that handoff of the currency going in a machine or to a person, and the change coming back to you. Or if it's credit or debit, the energy that is flowing, that currency. So I will be quiet for a couple of moments while you decide how you would like to spend or give your currency. If you haven't completed spending or giving your currency, do that now. Feeling very good about your choice. Now what's going to happen next as you walk back to your lovely place in nature is that you're going to receive a text or a phone call. And the message you get is that there is some currency that is coming to you. Perhaps it's a friend telling you that they want to take you out to eat and they're going to pay for it this time. Or they want to repay you in some way. Perhaps it's a message from a new client who would like to pay for your services. Or perhaps it's something completely surprising, out of the blue, you never would have expected. That is some type of gift or opportunity. I'll be quiet for a moment here and just notice what pops up on your phone. Whether it's a large or a small amount doesn't matter. It's that this currency is always flowing. So recognize that infinity symbol. Energy flowing out, curving around, going through the center, flowing out, the other direction, and back again, in a never-ending cycle of mutual benefit for all parties involved. Now take in a nice deep energizing breath and begin to turn your attention back to your body and to the room or the place where you are. Turn your attention back to the sounds that are around you. Taking in another energizing breath, perhaps wiggling your fingers and your toes, just getting you fully back into your body. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And thank you so much for participating with me with this infinity meditation. If you're listening to this on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and also hit the little bell so that you will actually receive notifications of new meditations that I post and my podcast. If you are listening to this on one of my websites, please be sure to subscribe to my Empowerment e-newsletter. There are a few reasons for that. I keep my newsletter very short and sweet, which is only beneficial information for you about empowerment and metaphysical and holistic healing. But also, you may have noticed, if you do have my Currency Cure plorkbook, that one of the things that is so great about the plorkbook is that it is based on actual groups of people that I have done these exercises with. I used their feedback to hone the exercises, to make them better, and also to only use the exercises that they found the most beneficial and that created the most positive change in their lives. Every single plorkbook I create, and there will be many more coming, I create through this focus group, or you could also just call it a therapy group or personal growth group, that is free for the participants as long as they agree to give me that feedback and give me plenty of comments so that I can create the best plorkbook possible. Future plorkbooks are going to be about managing anxiety, having a better relationship in your marriage, and I also, of course, will accept your ideas for topics. So those are the reasons to participate by Empowerment newsletter. Alrighty then, stay in the light and remember your power. This is Dr. Kyra signing off. Cheerio.